What?
What's up, and welcome to Betting Sports Better. I am your special guest host, filling in for the sports boss. He's a little under the weather, so you dealing with me today. Let's get right to it and talk about some of these NFL games that's going on. We want to talk about how officiating is determining some of these games, and a big question is, what can we do about it? So basically, I want to break it down for everybody. What's going on in this modern day game? It is a passing league. Basically, defense wins championships, but the offense sells the tickets. So we're seeing a lot of calls that's being favored to the offense, especially at the quarterback position. You know, it all started, I'll forget the week, with Tom Brady and the call against Atlanta, where it changed the outcome of the game because of a late hit. It's getting to the point right now where defenders cannot even touch quarterbacks because there's a certain space above the knee, below the neck, which is a small target for a guy that's 6'6", 200, 300 pounds. So they're really pushing the envelope to actually protect the quarterback because, again, the game has changed to a passing league, and this is what we are dealing with. But unfortunately, the game has been stacked against the defense. What can the defense do to actually counter what the offense is doing, as well as the way the games are being officiated? At this point, it's going to be very, very hard. Like I said before, the game has gone to a passing league. The NFL and their owners, they want excitement. They want to sell tickets. Although defense wins games, the offense is what provides that spark for the NFL. Now, we have a lot of situations. We talked about the different quarterbacks being hit and the roughing the passer calls and the things of that nature that's very questionable. Unfortunately, we had Tua. He had a very, very bad injury back-to-back. I think there's some negligence there, but, you know, they are going to protect these quarterbacks. But as a receiver and DBs, what's going on with these quarterbacks right now is that they are seeing matchups out there and they're just throwing it up because two things are going to happen. One thing, you can jump up, the receiver can jump up, get a completion. The next thing, you have these crafty receivers that sees when the ball is coming and they stop. There's no way for a defender to actually slow down and get his head turned around without causing an infraction. So, like I said, the game has been pretty much laid out for the offense to be prolific. And it's going to be tough on the defenses from here on out to actually win games. But another situation, people are asking, what are we doing? The running game has been pretty much obsolete with most teams. A lot of teams, the whole NFL game is pretty much going away from the run. The run is pretty much sometimes being substituted by the short game. The short games, the quick slants, things of that nature, the three in a cloud of dust, those things of that nature, that's what the game is coming to. The running back is more so of a blocker and another weapon out of the backfield to create matchup problems. So defenses all around the world, you better buckle up, tighten your chin strap, and learn to play a little bit more sound defense because the officiating is not on your side. And now, let's talk about some of the surprises and also some of the disappointments. Let's start with the disappointments. They paid Russell Wilson max dollars to bring him to Denver. And it seems that it's just not working out. The expectation for the Denver Broncos were at an all-time high. They were thinking Russell Wilson was the final piece to the puzzle, but it has turned out for Denver to be one of those teams that we're most disappointed in and surprised for the wrong reasons. We were thinking that they had a chance to contend in the AFC West, but at this point, they're sitting right at the bottom. Moving on to the same conference, the AFC West, and one of the same teams that are at the bottom, and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders, they spent a ton of money last year in the offseason on bringing some pass rushers in, some defensive guys in. They brought in Devontae Adams, which Dirk Carr was his teammate, thinking that this would be a good fit with Darren Waller and Jacobs and Renfro as the skill sets. But it's been nothing but a disaster and a letdown. Being a Raiders fan, I am totally disappointed in what's going on. I don't believe in Josh McDaniels, and I really think Josh McDaniels wasn't the right guy for the job, but you dealt with what you have. And I just think the Raiders have been a disappointment with all the money they spent, and the expectations where they were are not being met. The flip side to that, everybody's worst division in football has actually turned out to be the best division in football. Yes, the NFC East. You have the red hot undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. You also have the Dallas Cowboys that push those guys to the limit with a backup quarterback, as well as the resurgence of the New York Giants. I was telling people all before, they were harking on Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not this, Daniel Jones is not that. But Saquon Barkley, a little bit of help, him staying healthy and being able to create the plays and be the impact guy that he has. He's made Daniel Jones' job a lot easier, and Daniel Jones is reaching that potential that we all thought he could reach when he was drafted in the first round a couple of years ago. Another thing, what I always say, they have a great coach, and teams take on the identity of their coach, and the New York Giants are rough, tough, rugged, just like that coach, and you're seeing it displayed on the field. Another surpriser, the Dallas Cowboys. You know, everyone had written the Dallas Cowboys off once Dak got hurt. Everybody said the Cowboys were not going to win any games. They were going to be at the bottom of the division. But surprisingly, the Cowboys are right there in the hunt to lead the division. They have to actually play the Eagles again. So, you know, it might be a chance of redemption. Also, they've done it with a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush that was playing lights out up until Sunday night when they lost to the Eagles. Now, the Eagles. Biggest surprise. Never was a Jalen Hurts fan. Didn't believe in him, but this guy has done something in the offseason to turn this team around. His reads, his accuracy, all the things that he struggled with the last couple of years, they are coming full circle, and now they are some of his strong points. It doesn't hurt that you added the Brown to give him another weapon, and you also got another year with D. Smith under his belt. So the weapons, also with Miles Sanders in the backfield, it creates a balance where those guys can hit you on the ground, they can hit you deep, they can hit you with possessions, or they can have Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Those guys have been a surprise, and they will look to go deep in the hunt. The only bad part about that is you're all in the same division. Somebody's going to get left out. All right, you guys have been watching Betting Sports Better. I am your host, Dre Ken, filling in for the main host, the Sports Boss. Sports Boss, we hope you get better. Please don't forget to tune in to the Betting Sports Better Show. Also, look us up on bettingsportsbetter.com. This is Dre Ken. We're out.